Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Friday's episode of Beyond the Gates promises to bring several hidden truths closer to the surface, with the Duprees family preparing to put Dani Duprees firmly in the hot seat, while Andre Richardson finds himself pulled into a mysterious meeting connected to the secrets surrounding his past. For days, viewers have been watching the tension build around Andre, and one theory has continued to gain momentum. Many fans believe Heather Armstrong is the mysterious person from his past and possibly the one who has been stalking him. If that theory is correct, then all signs seem to point toward Andre finally coming face to face with Heather, a meeting that could reveal just how deep their connection really goes. Whatever happens, Friday's episode appears ready to fill in some of the missing pieces of this increasingly complicated storyline, giving viewers a clearer picture of what Andre has been hiding and why someone from his past refuses to stay buried. The biggest question, however, may be whether Andre will tell his wife Dani about this mysterious encounter, especially when Dani is carrying secrets of her own. With both of them keeping important pieces of the truth locked away, their marriage could be heading toward an emotional collision neither one is prepared for. And while Andre is dealing with whatever waits for him in the shadows, Dani will have nowhere to hide when her own family closes in around her. Considering everything that happened this week, it comes as no surprise that Anita Duprees, Vernon Duprees, and Nicole Duprees will decide that enough is enough and demand answers from Dani. The pressure will build as the three of them surround her with questions, leaving Dani in a position where avoiding the truth may become almost impossible. Their interrogation will undoubtedly center on what really happened between Dani and Bill Hamilton during the tornado, a situation that has already created enough tension to threaten the fragile balance within the family. The question now is whether Dani will finally open up and tell Anita, Vernon, and Nicole exactly what happened, or whether she will continue protecting the truth and risk making her family even more suspicious. There is something especially dangerous about being questioned by the people who know you best, because they can often recognize a lie before you even finish telling it, and Dani may soon discover that keeping her story straight is becoming harder than she expected. Meanwhile, Catherine "Cat" Richardson will be dealing with developments of her own when she receives an update from Chelsea Hamilton, her best friend, cousin, and business partner. Their relationship has always given them a unique bond because they are connected not only through family, but also through friendship and business, meaning that news from Chelsea can carry weight on several different levels. Whatever Chelsea has to share could give Kat another piece of the larger puzzle unfolding around the people closest to her, especially as secrets and unexpected complications continue spreading through their world. The atmosphere surrounding Kat's storyline may not be as explosive as Dani's interrogation or Andre's mysterious meeting, but that does not mean the information she receives will be insignificant. In a soap world where one seemingly simple update can suddenly change the direction of an entire storyline, Chelsea's news could easily become more important than it first appears. As Kat listens, viewers will be left wondering whether this latest development will eventually connect back to the larger web of secrets already threatening so many relationships. Elsewhere, Vanessa McBride is about to meet someone who could make a very different kind of impression on her. Vanessa will come face to face with her daughter Deanna McBride's new boyfriend, Noah Rollins, and the introduction is bound to carry some extra weight because Vanessa already knows Noah's father, Dr. Kyle Rollins. Noah is the manager of the Doug McBride Free Clinic, giving him a respectable and meaningful role in the community. But there is another side to him that may immediately capture attention. He also has dreams of becoming a rock star. That combination could make Noah an intriguing new presence in Deanna's life. But the real question is what Vanessa will think once she gets to know him for herself. Will she see him as a hardworking young man with ambition, or will his rock star aspirations make her question whether he is truly the right person for her daughter? Vanessa may be the last person anyone would expect to judge someone else's relationship, but this is Beyond the Gates, where even the most unexpected meeting can become the beginning of a much larger problem. Then the focus shifts back toward Heather Armstrong, whose presence continues to cast a long and unsettling shadow over the unfolding story. Friday's spoilers suggest that Heather will be confronted by her brother, Joey Armstrong, and unlike someone who can simply be fooled by her charm, Joey already knows there is something wrong with the way she has been behaving. He loves his sister, but love does not mean blind trust, and Joey has reached the point where he is no longer willing to stand by and watch her play her games without saying something. He knows Heather is up to no good, and he intends to make sure she understands that he is watching her closely. That confrontation could put Heather in an uncomfortable position, especially if she realizes that someone within her own family is beginning to see through the carefully constructed image she has been presenting. Yet the real question is whether Joey's warning will actually make Heather reconsider her actions, or whether being challenged will only make her more determined to continue pursuing whatever agenda she has already set in motion. And if the latest spoilers are any indication, Heather may be nowhere near finished stirring up trouble. Joey's confrontation could have been an opportunity for her to step back, reconsider her choices, and perhaps ease up on whatever plans she has been quietly pursuing. But there is little reason to believe she is ready to surrender. Instead, his warning may simply add another layer of tension to a situation that is already dangerously close to exploding. As Andre potentially moves toward a mysterious meeting, Dani faces an increasingly intense interrogation from her family, and Heather finds herself challenged by the one person who knows her better than most. The pieces are beginning to move into place. Every secret seems to be pushing another secret toward the light, and every confrontation threatens to expose something someone desperately wants to keep hidden. By the time Friday's episode comes to an end, viewers may have more answers about Andre and Heather, but those answers could also open the door to even bigger questions. In the world of Beyond the Gates, the truth rarely arrives quietly, and this time it looks like the secrets are finally starting to fight their way out. As Friday's drama unfolds, the tension surrounding Dani Duprees and Andre Richardson becomes impossible to ignore because both husband and wife are moving through the same storm while keeping completely different secrets hidden beneath the surface. Dani is preparing to face the relentless questions of Anita, Vernon, and Nicole, while Andre is being drawn toward a mysterious meeting that could finally connect the present to the troubling history he has tried to leave behind. The possibility that Heather Armstrong may be waiting at the center of Andre's mystery makes the situation even more unsettling, especially after so many viewers have suspected that she is the person connected to his past and possibly the one who has been stalking him. If Andre really does come face to face with Heather, the encounter could force him to confront memories and truths he has carefully avoided discussing with Dani. Yet, even if the meeting reveals something important, there is still the question of what Andre will do with that information once he walks away. Will he finally bring his wife into the truth, or will he choose silence, believing that hiding the past is still the safest way to protect his marriage? At the same time, Dani's situation is becoming increasingly dangerous because the people questioning her are not strangers who can easily be dismissed with a carefully prepared explanation. Anita, Vernon, and Nicole know Dani intimately, and that means every hesitation, every change in her expression, and every carefully chosen word could make them even more suspicious. The tornado created a chaotic environment where emotions were already running high, and whatever happened between Dani and Bill Hamilton during that frightening ordeal clearly left behind questions that have not been answered. Now, those questions are coming back with a force Dani may not be able to stop. If she tells her family the truth, she could unleash consequences that affect far more than her relationship with Bill, potentially changing the way her loved ones see her forever. But if she continues to conceal what happened, she risks allowing her family to believe that she is deliberately manipulating them. And once trust begins to disappear, rebuilding it can be nearly impossible. There is also an intriguing parallel developing between Dani and Andre because both of them appear to be protecting secrets at precisely the same moment. Andre may be hiding what he learns from his mysterious meeting, while Dani is being forced to defend her own silence about Bill, creating a strange emotional distance between two people who should be turning toward each other for support. The irony is that each may believe they are protecting the other by withholding the truth, when in reality their secrecy could be creating the very danger they are trying to avoid. If Andre discovers something disturbing about Heather and chooses not to tell Dani, while Dani continues refusing to explain what happened during the tornado, the walls between them could become higher than either realizes. Their marriage may still appear intact from the outside, but underneath that surface, unanswered questions are quietly accumulating. And in a soap world where secrets rarely remain hidden forever, it may only take one unexpected revelation to bring everything crashing down. While those family tensions intensify, Kat Richardson's conversation with Chelsea Hamilton could provide another important thread in the larger story. Kat has always had a complicated network of relationships around her, but Chelsea occupies a particularly important position because she is simultaneously Kat's best friend, cousin, and business partner. That means any update Chelsea delivers has the potential to affect Kat personally, professionally, or both. Even a seemingly ordinary conversation can become significant when everyone around them is carrying information that could change the balance of power. Kat may not realize immediately how important Chelsea's news could become, but viewers will naturally be watching for clues about where this development might lead. As the various storylines continue crossing paths, Chelsea's update could eventually connect with one of the larger conflicts unfolding elsewhere. Sometimes the most important revelation does not arrive with shouting or confrontation, but quietly through a piece of information that changes how someone understands everything that came before. Then comes Vanessa McBride's meeting with Noah Rollins, a moment that could bring an entirely different kind of tension into the story. Meeting your daughter's new boyfriend is never a completely neutral experience, especially when the young man already carries a family connection through someone you know. Vanessa is familiar with Dr. Kyle Rollins, so seeing his son Noah step into Deanna's life may immediately make her curious about the kind of person he really is. Noah's position as manager of the Doug McBride Free Clinic gives him a strong sense of responsibility, suggesting that there is more to him than his youthful ambitions might initially reveal. Yet his dream of becoming a rock star introduces another dimension, and Vanessa may wonder whether his ambitions are realistic or whether they could eventually create problems for Deanna. Deanna, meanwhile, may see Noah through the eyes of someone who is exciting, passionate, and full of possibility, while Vanessa may be looking at him through the more cautious perspective of a mother. Their differing opinions could set the stage for conflict, especially if Vanessa believes she is protecting her daughter, while Deanna feels that her mother is interfering. And Just when the focus seems ready to settle elsewhere, Heather's confrontation with Joey brings the darkness back into the center of the story. Joey is not approaching his sister because he wants to destroy her or turn against her. Quite the opposite. His warning comes from a complicated place where love and distrust exist side by side. He knows Heather, he understands the patterns in her behavior, and he can sense that something about her current actions is not right. That makes his confrontation more dangerous than a simple argument because Heather cannot easily dismiss him as someone who does not understand what she is doing. Joey knows enough to recognize that she is playing games, and he wants her to understand that he will not simply stand aside while she carries out whatever plan she has been developing. His warning may force Heather to become more careful, but it could also provoke her into taking greater risks. When someone who has been operating in the shadows realizes that another person is watching closely, the natural reaction is often not surrender, but escalation. That is why Heather remains one of the most unpredictable pieces on the board heading into Friday's episode. If she truly is connected to Andre's past and has been responsible for stalking him, then Joey's confrontation could be only the beginning of a much larger unraveling. She may pretend to listen, offer reassurance, or act as though she has finally understood the seriousness of the situation, but viewers have every reason to question whether any apparent change is genuine. The spoilers suggest that Heather is only getting started when it comes to stirring up drama, meaning Joey's warning could ultimately become another spark thrown onto an already raging fire. Andre may soon have to confront a past he thought he had escaped. Dani may be pushed toward revealing what really happened with Bill, and Vanessa may discover that Deanna's new relationship comes with more complications than expected. Meanwhile, Kat will receive information from Chelsea that could quietly reshape another corner of this tangled world. As these stories move forward, one thing becomes increasingly clear. The secrets are no longer staying safely buried, and every character who thinks they still have control may soon discover that the truth has a way of choosing its own moment to emerge.